Hi there, lovely Virgos. This is your love reading for the second third of February 24. This is only for those of you who are dealing with someone or have someone on your mind. This is not for my single Virgos out there. So, as you know, this will not resonate with all of you. The roles may be reversed, of course, since we are going to be talking about your person as well as yourselves. And the signs that I'll be mentioning may be in your chart, in your person's chart, or may not be relevant at all. This is a collective reading. So let's start off with your person. So far we have the Strength, Leo, 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands, which is Aries. For you, my friends, we have 2 of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Moon, Pisces, the Challenge, 8 of Cups, their next move towards you or their feelings towards you. We have 2 of Wands. And the outcome is the Ace of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So there is an issue of a commitment, a traditional one possibly for some of you, but the whole concept of commitment and what it is. Maybe someone is starting to realize that the commitment they had with you, or vice versa, was their stairway to heaven, so to speak. But there is an issue of, I want to say, someone understanding fully what it means to be fully committed to something. Some of you could be married, or could have been married, depending on your situation. Doesn't have to be the case, because this could be a traditional type of commitment. Yet someone is, and I'm seeing 4 of Pentacles below this one, someone is emotionally detached in the situation. So something must have probably happened, especially if we're looking at the challenge position, which is 8 of Cups. But we're going to talk about that later on. And now there is a full understanding. Someone perhaps is kind of forced to understand the commitment either they were in and what they had, or what it means to actually be fully committed. So we're going to see how this fits into the overall reading. So let's start off with your person, Strength card. Someone could be going through a rough period, and I want to say that they're trying to be courageous. They're trying to sort of mask the vulnerability that they might be feeling right now. The only reason why I'm saying this is because we have a lamb. And then we have like a part of this person's face being a Leo, which is quite the opposite to the lamb. It could be about, by the way, first clarifier is the 8 of Wands. So here's the thing. What is, by the way, at the bottom of the deck for this one? 6 of Wands. Okay. So for some of you could be living at a distance, or there could be some traveling involved, or there could be some sort of relocation that's been taking place, that had taken place, or is about to take place, or someone is dwelling on it. If that's not at all what this is about, this could be about the communication that needs to be had ASAP. This is this is an action card, and this is one of the fastest cards in the deck, of course. So maybe someone is kind of also trying to sum up some courage for themselves. There is a heart pendant here on this person. Don't mind the genders, although this is a major arcana, so genders are not relevant either way. But still, I mean, it looks like a female, but it really doesn't matter. There is a heart pendant, so someone, forgive me, for some of you, this person could be kind of having some sort of heartache in the situation, and they just cannot hide it maybe anymore. For some of you, this is just the imagery that sort of speaks to me in that particular way. Someone is also maybe trying to find some courage in the situation to come and talk to you, perhaps, or everything that I talked about when it comes to this card, 8 of Wands. They want to have some victory and success in this situation. They also want to exert some sort of courage, and they want you to see it, perhaps. And I don't know why I'm saying this, but I am. It's just a feeling. And they know that it has to happen very fast. Yeah, let's move on. Let's see what this courage is about. Maybe about coming in and talk to you. One more shuffle for the Strength card. And we have the full Pisces energy. At the bottom of the deck for this one, there is the Three of Pentacles. So, okay. This person kind of has to change their ways, and they know it. They have to sort of, how can I put it? It almost feels like they have to fully change their personality. That's the first feeling that I'm getting with this full energy, the full card. It's like starting over, but you know, as a person, as perhaps, you know, we have this contrast between, you know, a meek and, you know, and the brave Leo kind of energy. So perhaps this person is stepping up and maybe in some shape or form is trying to find some courage within themselves, maybe something that they hadn't had before. And they know they have to have this clean slate. They have to sort of reinvent themselves is what I'm trying to say here. And it all has to do with the coming in, communicating to you in some shape or form. Like I said, for some of you, this could be traveling or maybe even relocation. Maybe that's where we have this clean slate or fresh new start. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for this one. This person also has to, perhaps is going through this particular, and I'm going to call it transformation. There is no death card here. But I'm just looking at the Lamb versus Leo kind of energy. And, you know, the heart in the center of it, like everything for the matters of heart. Perhaps they also have to reinvent themselves and finally understand, perhaps for some of you, the concept of being an equal partner in a connection, in a relationship, whatever it is that you guys have or had, depending on your situation. And then we can perhaps even circle back to this Hierophant energy, because Three of Pentacles are I can speak, I promise, are essential, which means that both persons have the same kind of goals. They are both investing, you know, equally in whichever shape or form, or are contributing to implementation of a goal, maybe from a different perspectives or, you know, with different skills, but still they're both going towards the same common goal. And maybe that was the issue all along, you know. So there is some reinvention with this person happening, as well as changing perspectives, but I also want to say finding some sort of courage. And for some of you, even wearing their heart on their sleeve. Maybe this person is used to hiding it before, because there this person is, you know, with the pendant where the heart is out in the open. So maybe they were not, for some of you, maybe they haven't told you they loved you, they haven't told you how much they loved you, or whatever the case may have been. And you know, depending on the situation, whichever one of these sort of fits in, or maybe all of these. So Nine of Wands. Oh, this has been a long road between the two of you guys. There have been a lot of bumps and wounds along the way. This person is trying to persevere. They want to protect what's their own, but they know that they have one last try, perhaps, for some of you. A lot of wounds on the way, but they're really trying to persevere. Let's see what this is. We have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, as well as the World, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. This person has a lot of passion for you. In addition to this, this person knows that they have to manifest something fresh and new within this connection, which may be something that was a reason for a dispute, maybe something even of a creative nature. There is some fresh new beginning, okay, that needs to be had in the situation. And I'm guessing this could have been the reason why there were maybe some opposing opinions or quarrels or even separation, because with the Queen of Swords, don't mind the genders, this is a collective reading. You could have cut this person off because, and I don't know, with the Nine of Wands, it's like, oh my God, I cannot take this anymore. It's been a long road, a lot of bumps on the road, so many wounds. The Queen of Swords is notorious for being able to check their emotions or keep her or his, in this collective reading, of course, emotions in check, as to sort of focus only on what is the rationality of things, okay, and act according to those. So, yeah. So this person definitely knows what the deal is. They know why they were cut off. But they are persevering because they are getting ready for the new chapter. They want to have a new chapter, a better one with you, with this World card. Okay. The King of Wands. The King of Wands is, and it's also very interesting, we have a Leo, like a lion, actually. A lion, and the lion behind this King of Wands. Once again, don't mind the genders. It's like, at the end of this road, this person, while they were transitioning, from being, maybe afraid of whatever it is that they were afraid of, to, acquiring some strength. Finally, it's like they actually got to the point where they are definitely strong enough or courageous to do what's necessary. The King of Wands could be someone, maybe this person is a CEO, a contractor, independent contractor, a boss, whatever have you. This could be a person who is very career or finances oriented. That's what the King of Wands usually are. But they're also, as the energy, someone who is unstoppable, someone who doesn't see challenges or obstacles. They are very brave, they are pioneers, they lead the way in a fair and proper way. So maybe this is exactly what this person is trying to do, to lead the way, because now they have all the courage that they needed in this situation. And we have the Ace of Swords with the Seven of Cups for this one. At the bottom of the deck, at the deck, is the Death, which is Scorpio. I told you about death from the get-go. So there is a transformation this person went through. I don't know what happened. Something apparently did, because they had to go through some serious transformation. And I told you about the transformation, I told you about, being afraid versus courageous, perhaps, for some of you. Because there has to be something that they need to do, and it takes some sort of courage. And it came in a form of an epiphany, like a sudden realization with this Ace of Swords. Moreover, they could have been all over the place emotionally. Something disturbed them emotionally, so much so that they needed to sort of have that reality check and kind of had that particular epiphany, and to go through this transformation in order to get to where they want to be. Now, and now it feels like, yeah, I know exactly what I need to do, and I have the courage I need to do it. So let's talk about you. Two of Swords. You might be indecisive with regards to the situation, maybe with this person. Maybe you are focusing on their own indecisiveness that could have been exhibited somewhere in the past. We have a seesaw kind of tattoo on this person's head, so there could have been the problem where someone was trying to be at two places, sitting on two chairs at once, whatever that means, if it applies at all. And all along they tried, they were kind of convinced that they don't know what the solution to the problem is. And that's what your focus was or is when it comes to this person. So we have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy, with the Two of Cups. And we have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck for this one. Here's the thing. I want to say that all along you knew exactly what the decision had to be made. We have, listen, 3 twos. It's all about the decisions. And something with regards to this person and their decision-making processes perhaps kept you baffled or, like kind of confused as well. This could have been you. Because for you, it might have been a no-brainer. you know, what the decision might have or should have been with the High Priestess and as well as the Two of Cups. It's like this connection, you know, had a lot of love in it. There was a lot of emotional equal give and take. And it should have been kind of a decision that was, you know, something that is quite intuitive, something that one doesn't have to overthink. It's just something that should have come from some, you know, just from their intuition, you know. So that perhaps kind of was baffling to you, like you didn't know, like how can you be so indecisive? For some of you, I mean, you it's like you could have this victory or success, and still there was some indecisiveness. Like how? It should have been a clear-cut, intuitive decision without overthinking. The love was there, the connection was great as such, but still, I don't know what was indecisiveness about, but it must have been. And maybe this person was even trying, you know, with this blindfold and a lot of crows kind of around their head, like maybe people were talking things in their ears, and maybe that sort of kind of confused them into like they I want to say that they didn't choose to fight for the connection, even though that it should have been like an easy solution. Forgive me. Because maybe people were talking things in their ear. Maybe they were confused. Maybe they just didn't want to take the blindfold off because it was much easier. Maybe it was easier for them to sit in 2 chairs at once. So I think that's what your focus was, and maybe that was the core problem. Okay, the Ace of Cups. Two things. For some of you, you could be open to a possibility of replenishing the cup of love between the two of you guys. For the others of you, you could be open to new romantic options. So let's see what the Ace of Cups says. We have the Emperor and we have the King of Cups. Okay, Aries. By the way, this is Scorpio, sorry. And we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So you guys do have 2 Aries. You might be dealing with someone who's an Aries or someone who has Aries in their chart. If not that, this person could be older than you. For some of you as well. Anyway, it's like this Ace of Cups is about actually the person we are talking about. This person, okay, here's the thing. This is perhaps your train of thoughts. If they really love me, and once again, don't mind the genders, King of Cups, it could be a queen, depending on your situation. If they really love me, okay, then I would be open to this particular suggestion or a possibility of replenishing this cup. But what they have to do, they have to come in solid. Okay? Whatever they come in with, it has to be solid. You could, there are 2 things. First of all, the Emperor is an energy, which is basically a major arcana of the King of Cups, of the King of Wands here. So this is someone who is wise, who has learned from their mistakes, someone who is very solid, trustworthy, someone you can lean on to, someone who perhaps you had roots with, like you put down some roots with this person, or maybe that was the expectation for some of you. This is a sturdy energy, someone who is a leader, but a trustworthy, kind of fair sort of leader. And that's what you either need from them or needed from them. But with the Ace of Cups, it's like it almost feels like they have to mature, learn from the mistakes, go through this emotional upgrade to become more emotionally intelligent. Perhaps for some of you, come in solid and be someone who will actually kind of be a part of the structure or create a structure of some sort. And maybe for some of you, put down some roots with you. But they were, I don't know, there was quite a lot of indecisiveness here happening. And it's like they have to get serious, and they have to sort of stand on their 2 feet and surpass this indecisiveness perhaps, and just be this energy you will gladly lean on to in whichever shape or form. So they have to be solid, not just as a person, but they have to come in with an offer that is very, very solid. Okay, my beautiful Virgos, let's move on. The moon. There are things that are known to you at this point. Oh, these are too many, but I'm seeing the Hierophant circling back again. There was the concept of commitment. So there could be something that still puzzles you with regards to perhaps how they kind of viewed the commitment or something, just because I saw the Hierophant. But anyway, this could also be you still not knowing what's out there for you. Maybe you're facing some of your own fears and anxieties at this point with regards to the unknown. If you have left this person, then you could be very like, what's next? And maybe you feel a little bit anxious about this, like not knowing what's happening next in your own life. And we have the Empress, Libra energy, with the Tower. This is Scorpio, Aries energy. This is definitely connected to the ending of this connection, because here's the thing, the Tower, by the way, the Strength at the bottom of the deck, Leo yet again. Okay. This is what's happening. So you went through this Tower, whether you instigated it or this person, doesn't really matter, or it matters to you, so you'll know if this resonates. So anyway, the Tower, it could have been even you that instigated this, because it seems like you kind of made a decision. It felt abrupt, and you knew that it'll change the whole fabric of your life. The Tower is a very abrupt, sudden kind of shaking you to the core kind of energy. It could have been very painful as well. But it could also, usually that's the universe stepping in, helping you out. This is not something that happens to you, but for you. And you might have instigated this fully aware of the fact that it's going to be such an abrupt change. Okay, but it needed to be done. And for some of you, it's like, you know what, even if it scares me with this moon, I have to do this. This is indecisiveness perhaps, or the lack of stability from this person, or the lack of emotional maturity, whatever the case must have been, it's or kind of a situation. You needed to do this because you were willing to head on face your fears and anxieties, but this needed to be done because you had to, first of all, with the Empress here, you had to kind of fight for your own abundance. Some of you could have been tying the concept of abundance to this person. Abundance comes in so many different shapes and forms. It's not necessarily just tangible abundance. It could be just about everything. And maybe at one point you thought that this was going places and that was solid. 2 trees again. Something with putting down the roots, or just something with a solidity, something with some sort of structure as well, with the 3 progress. But it's like, you know what, I have to move on, with or without this person, because I have to finally find my own type of abundance. Even if I have to face my fears and anxieties with regards to the situation, I know I'm courageous enough. Where this person lacked courage, I don't think you did. So yeah, let's talk about the challenge. 8 of Cups. Someone is wanting to walk away, or someone has already left, and that seems to be the challenge. It could have well be you who left. This is interesting. I want to say, especially now when we go back here to the 2 of Cups, love was not lost. Even here, you see how the cup is burning, so there is love there. But then again, there are new horizons here. So here's the thing, something just couldn't, love was, and especially if we go back to the Queen of Swords, it's like emotions be aside. Let's talk about the logics of the situation and something that didn't add up for you, and perhaps that's why you walked away. And that is a challenge for you, for them, for both of you. Let's see what the Eight of Cups is. Okay, the Hermit, that's you, my friends. So you left. Seven of Pentacles. The thing is, with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is a Leo, there could have been a maternal figure that you also kind of blame in this situation. Doesn't have to be. It could be on your side, on this person's side, someone who could have been a little bit toxic or snaky, so to call it. I don't mean to offend anyone. If that's not it, it's just about you. You kind of did the math in the situation. You went within, you went through the whole situation that you've been through this person. You could have been with the Seven of Pentacles investing and investing and investing and investing in this connection. You nourish the connection, you cherish the connection, you were willing to sort of see it grow, etc., etc. So there could have been some sort of a disbalance in that sense as well, that you perhaps were given more than this other person. And whatever happened, I don't know what did happen, but something happened, so you had to go within and go through the whole soul-searching kind of path to understand that for you it's much better to walk away, because you cannot be giving and possibly not receiving, you know. Someone who could have been meddling, or this was just you thinking, you know what, I have to find my own happiness. There was some determination on your part, perhaps. Maybe this person didn't see it. Two of Wands, their next move towards you, or how they feel. They are definitely at a crossroad. They need to make plans. They may have to make a decision at this point, and they know it. They could be in a comfort zone as we speak, but they are sort of willing, at least from this card, to kind of change the MO. And by the way, looking at this row, if this is them, bear in mind roles can be reversed. It's like, you know, and it's also interesting for some of you, there could be some traveling involved, which I kind of mentioned at the beginning. But even if it's not it, this is a different set of objectives, a different path that they need to be on, a different MO, a different perspective. They have to switch it up, because whatever they settle for right now is just a comfort zone, which you know, is something that they're used to, and it's difficult to let it go. What's with this? A lot of Aries in this reading. Once again, Knight of Wands, sorry, King of Wands, my mistake, and Three of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, there is Four of Swords. I have to wrap this up. So there could be like no communication as we speak, or maybe it's very scarce. But this person is definitely going through some epiphany, I want to say, just according to the imagery. While they're on their own, they have enough time now on their own, if you left them, to think about things. And it's all about the way how they hurt you, how they let something or someone come in between the two of you with the Three of Swords, how they could have hurt you. The King of Wands, listen, this might be just an indication that you're dealing with an Aries full stop, but on the other hand, this could be someone who, because the King of Wands usually is very career or finances oriented sort of energy, so maybe that was what they were giving in. Moreover, it's a snake energy again, so a lot of toxicity on this person's side. They could have been sneaky in some shape or form. Snakes are sneaky. Just throwing a lot of things out there, but they know they have to change something. They know the reason for the heartbreak. They know what they allowed to come in between the two of you. It could have been a third party situation, romantic or otherwise, really doesn't matter. It could have been something or someone, but they have the time, or had the time since you left, to go through it in their headspace, to go through and finally find this epiphany here. Like I said, the communication could be very scarce or non-existent. So let's talk about the outcome. They want to change, by the way. They wanna change something. They know something on their end has to change. There is a rut, some sort of comfort zone that they are stuck in. They know that it has to sort of, it has to change. So Ace of Swords is about an epiphany, sudden realization. Let's see what that is. Let's see. By the way, it could be we talked about this person having that, so maybe maybe in the outcome, this person will actually follow through with this particular epiphany or sudden realization. Three of Pentacles again, and the King, a Knight of Swords. Do forgive me. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. There is something new that they have to venture in. This could be a creative project. This could be, you know, whatever it is that makes them passionate, which is a part of this kind of equation, this epiphany. And they know that they have to do something very fast with the Knight of Swords. This is the fastest knight in the deck. They have to come in and save the day. So they're going to be sort of they will kind of follow what they have learned through this epiphany. They will not forget it. They will sort of kind of try and implement that particular epiphany that they went through. And it has something to do with, like I said, Three of Pentacles. For a connection to properly function, both parties have to be on the same page. Both parties have to sort of have the common goal and invest and go towards the same goal. It's not like two persons could be two islands, because otherwise it just wouldn't work, and apparently maybe it was the case, so it didn't work. So let's circle back to the overall energy. Like I said, this is a fresh new realization. There is a fresh start to be had for this person. They're gonna follow through with the epiphany that they have had or are about to have, with regards to what it actually means to be in a committed relationship. So let's wrap this up. Let's have a message from the Romance Angels Oracle cards for my lovely Virgos, whom this resonated with, of course. Let's see what the cards have to give us. We have to wrap this up. I like to keep these, you know, videos in duration of about 30-ish minutes, so it's okay. I don't want to sort of bore you to death with long videos. Anyway, can we have a message for my lovely Virgos whom this resonated with? Okay, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, let's see what this is. It's time to disconnect from the world. Forgive me, there might be a situation where, here's the thing, it could be something that's happening on both your parts. I told you that the communication might be scarce, so maybe you both are retreating to have your own peace of mind, to understand what you're going through. For the others of you, this might be a situation where you two might kind of have some alone time to sort of to disconnect from everything and everyone and kind of see what's been going on. At the bottom of the deck, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. For those of you who are not religious, it could be just different upbringing or spiritual path. Yeah, you released your ex, definitely. You cleared your energy because of these different upbringing, for some of you religious and spiritual paths. My friends, this is all I have for you. Stay strong, and until the next time, bye.